Hi, this is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. This is a peel and stick mural. It's very unique because the vinyl is high quality. The only murals I ever hung that are peel and stick are very cheap quality products. This is, what is it called, Limitless?
Limitless walls.
Limitless Walls produces a very high quality vinyl, and guess what? It's only $200 for about 6 feet of wall by about 8.5. So if you want a good quality peel and stick and you follow these instructions, you and your husband or you and your wife or you and your kids can do this yourself. Just watch how we do it in order to avoid wrinkles. We have a helper. You got to do this with 2 people. As he pulls off the wax paper, about 6 to 8 inches at a time, I go back left and right in a completely level line. Let's check it out. I have a laser line on my edge. With peel and stick, you can't be pulling the product off of the wall back and forth. I have an acrylic primer underneath it. It's a product from Benjamin Moore. And so it's going to protect my walls and keep the paint and keep a barrier between my product and my substrate. The reason I know I'm going straight down is I have a laser line here. So it's a barrier, it's a perimeter that I know I have to stay on that line, because if I don't, I'm going to keep pulling it off to make it straight, and what's going to happen is I'm going to compromise the adhesion of the product, and you don't want to do that. So either use a pencil line, a very light pencil line, or a laser, so that you know you're not going out of square. Very important. Okay, let's do it. You can pull more off. So he's doing a great job keeping that off. Now, as you see, I'm going to keep making sure that my line, my wallpaper is over on that laser. Otherwise, I knock it out of square. What's that?
You ready?
No, not yet.
Tell me when.
Okay, if you could move more toward the center, because you're knocking it out of square a little bit, if you could move right in the middle of it, that would be perfect. Okay, so you could keep going. It's actually going on perfectly.
Like that.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, he's pulling it off at about 8 inches at a time. Now I'm going to make sure that I don't get wrinkled up over here. Okay, so far we're perfect. We're a little more than halfway done. Ready? Yep. Nice. As you can see, I'm laying it against the laser, because if I'm not careful with that, I'm going to be out of square. Perfect. Now, perfect. Ready? Yeah. We trimmed down the mural before we installed it because there was about, 4 to 6 inches more than that we needed. If we left it on there, it would have been unmanageable. So you got to trim it down. Trimming it is very important, and that you don't over trim it. Beautiful. Okay. You see, if this were not vinyl, that would have never come out. Yep. Oh yeah. It would have been I pull it off, and then it goes to the paint film. This is really good stuff.
Quality stuff.
Yeah. All right, so you're good. Just keep going.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, jeez. You're missing some.
Hold on, I peel this back.
missing some of this. Let me just. So she started. We're missing some of the. What happened here? We can actually let's pull her off. There's not much left of it anyway. Good. I'll hold this down. Got it. Yeah. See that?
No, it's 10.
Oh, we gotta see how far this goes. So,
Looks like so right there.
all right, beautiful. We gotta get that off.
Can you hold this? I can feel it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot more forgiving than the cheap stuff. Oh, beautiful. She's coming off. Very nice. Let's try to keep that in one piece. Oh, I'm so worried about it.
At the bottom?
Yep. Okay, so the peel and stick has stuck to each other and it comes right off. I urge you to get the quality peel and stick murals. This would never come off if it were the thin plastic. Okay, let's keep it on this, the laser line, just 8 inches at a time. Very nice. Okay, just hold it right there. Second one up.
That looks good.
Okay, so really you can do this. All you have to remember is to keep the thing straight. If you violate that rule, it won't look good. You'll be crooked. It'll have no bubbles, but you'll be crooked. You have to keep it on some pencil line. It's called a plumb line. Whether you do it with a laser or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's something called a bleed, and that's the space in between your two borders. Right in the middle, you're going to cut it, and your bleed is the waste. So we have about 1 inch bleed on this thing, or 2 inches, I forget. So, okay, so, pull this aside. Let's try to get this pen on that thing, maybe. Okay, so your bottom has to go to the right.
Yeah. To the wall.
Yeah, because she's not square. What we're doing is, you see the pattern on the left side of the right sheet and the pattern on the right side of the left sheet are identical. So you're going to literally put the same pattern one on top of the other, so that you cut it and then you have a perfect seam.
Yeah, come over more on the bottom.
Okay. Is there somebody here going?
It's Enzo.
Oh. I'm hearing. I thought it was one of your kids like playing on a game or something.
No.
Okay, how are we doing?
I am like really.
You need to come to your right. I can see, if you look, the laser line.
Which way? Come this way?
Yes, on the bottom, you pull it to your right. Okay, so you'll see right here, you see these two things, this one and the one underneath it?
Oh, I see.
If you can just match that up, we're almost perfect.
I see. Where is it? Something down here. Oh, yeah, it's way over here.
All right, so I'm gonna cheat. I'm going to make a line on this pattern, And I'm doing that to tell me that the stress mark that I just put on there is the top. So I know where to bring it in case we move it around. This is the top right there.
I am like real close.
Okay, yeah, that's, because I'm gonna lay it down, don't forget.
Yeah.
So now, you hold it up,
Yeah.
and we'll match up the pattern, and then I'll make the laser line, okay?
Yep.
So the helper's gonna hold it up, right? So I know my top because I put a crease in it while it matched up. So now I'm going to match the pattern. If you could just come a little closer, I just want to show them. This is a bird or whatever, I don't know, it's a rock. So there's a rock on this edge, I'm going to overlap it directly. Okay, so we're still at a square. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to match this one up. Okay, that matches. So,
Which way you want it to?
no. And there's something called a flip book method. If you want to see if you're overlapped, just keep going like this. Because your eyes will tell you if you're over, if you do it quickly. If you do it slow, you're not going to see it. But remember when you were a kid and you made those little designs on the bottom of the page with a smiley face? I think everybody did it. So when you do this, you can see you're directly over. The eyes will not deceive you if you do it quickly. Very nice. Okay, folks, we are ready to do this, okay? Now, this can't move. So if you could just, Mike, if you could just hold this, one hand kind of like there, and the other one here, like down here, so she doesn't move. Yeah, so I'm gonna make us a laser line, and that's gonna be the permanent line. And we're gonna hang it according to that. Okay, so let me check my laser line. Yep, I'm happy with the laser line. I'm very happy with it. Okay, I can't get it any better than that. Okay, now
I got it.
you can relax. It doesn't matter if it moves.
Yeah.
All right, so again, we trim the right side so it's fitting into place fairly reasonably. If you had too much over, it's unmanageable. It won't fit in against the corner. So trim your edges within about, he did a very good job. He took about within 1/4 of an inch. I wouldn't have even gone that far. I don't trust my hand. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna start this peel. Wise men. I heard the best rendition of Fall in Love. This young girl, she sang it. It was so amazing. I forget her name. She's an up and coming star. Now, if your wax paper rips, you do want to peel it beyond the rips. You know why, for obvious reasons. It'll keep ripping. So let's pull it together, Mike. I got the mural. Let's pull this thing together so we can avoid that rip. Let's try to do the same speed. All right, gorgeous. Very nice.
No roll underneath.
I'm still not happy with this thing.
Want to go more?
Okay, so let's avoid the tearing. We gotta check it every once in a while. All right, let's flip her upside down. All right, you got the wax paper? Oh boy. So our peel and stick, see this is the danger in peel and stick, when your product starts sticking to itself.
Yeah. Okay. You pull the top up.
Oh my gosh. But again, I urge you to get the strong vinyl. It comes right off. I've never seen this before. Okay.
All right.
All right, so you're stepping on the mic?
Yep, maybe. There you go.
We are.
Let me get out.
Yeah. You know what? If you could pull this paper down more, I need more of it to start it.
Ready?
Yeah. I got it.
How's that?
Thank you. Yeah, that I think is nice. Now just keep the paper off of the wall for me. Okay, so if you can, that right hand is really important. Lift it off the wall. Yeah, lift the right side off of the wall. Exactly, because we don't need it laying down. Okay, who's in front of that laser? I guess
You.
I am. That's the whole problem with the laser. Can you get that little stool? Right there.
Just don't hit the thing.
Thank you. Alright, if you could hold it where my right hand has it.
There we go, much better.
Very good. Very good. Was meant to be. Let's see. We're gonna go in reverse because we messed up. Okay, very nice. Okay, I lost my.
It's on the floor.
This is our bleed right here. All right, excellent so far.
Okay.
Okay, we just lost our laser. Okay. Very nice. So. Okay, can you lift her up? Because see that wrinkle?
Yep.
Just a wrinkle. Okay, we have to stay on that line. Let's pull it down a good amount. You pull it right, I'll pull it left.
Ready?
Yeah. And as long as you just keep it away from the wall, I'll put it in place. That's good enough. I might pull some tension on that. Pull it towards you.
This way.
Because we're a little out of square. Pull it nice so I can feel you pulling. Good. Okay, very nice, very nice. I like the way you put the tension on it. Okay, that was important. Now. You can stop putting tension on it. Just hold it off the wall. Whoa, what's that? Nice. We are almost finished. I did.
Let's rip this off.
Okay, good. Yep, I see the little piece. Alright, let's get this off. Okay.
Beautiful. That's good.
So let's show them. Thank you. Alright, so let me just show you the mural. Now, it went fairly quickly, but I guarantee if you don't follow the procedure, it will be a nightmare. This is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan as Wallpaper. Leave a comment if you have a question. Thanks for watching. We'll just trim that now, but the majority of the installation is done. Thanks for watching.